This is Toy Galaxy Art Club. I'm Dan Larson. Let's draw Spawn. For tools today, we're just working with the regular cardstocks, just a little heavier than regular printer paper. This is my number 3 Blackfeet Indian pencil. Not a particularly special pencil, just a harder lead pencil than your average number 2. I do have various markers and pens and a little ruler and stuff. I'll talk about those if I roll them out at some point. Let's go. So I'm not sure how much of this you can really see. Hopefully you can make this out. It's a very, very light sketching. I have sort of an idea in mind of what I want to do here. The idea is that Spawn is, if you're a fan of the Harry Potter, you know the term apparate. He is apparating, teleporting in with his, I think it's something he can do. He's got magical hell powers. He can do whatever he wants to do, right? With his, as long as he's got enough percentage of his green goo left. So he's sort of apparating in, but I want to capture this idea that it's sort of like a spinning kind of twisting effect. So I'm really trying to get a sense of how his body is twisting, and then use his hands, his arms, the positioning of his legs to really enhance the fact that he's twirling, twisting, like a ballerina or some kind of dancer. And then because Spawn's cape, you can just change, you can do whatever you want with it. I'm going to further enhance it by really twisting his cape around him, so you really get a sense of this sort of twisting, apparating sort of thing as he's teleporting in. So now that I think I have my general page composition down here, location sort of, I'm going to go ahead and lock in with, I'm going to switch to a darker lead pencil here, softer lead, and tighten that up a bit, or flesh it out so we can actually see what the heck's going on here. Right, so this is probably a little bit more legible for what I'm trying to do here. You should be able to make out all the general shapes here. His giant honking boot. The cape, sort of the collar's in here, comes around here. It's twisting around in front of him here, and then sort of tucks around behind him, and then is coming out here. You can sort of see it almost like spiraling down, but then I've got the end sort of tucked, sticking back up out here to sort of make the end of this big S shape. And then the tough part now is going to be to resolve what exactly is in the foreground, what exactly is in the background, which elements do I need to work on first here. I think the number one thing I want to take out to figure out, just in terms of getting some detail rendered here, is what's going on with these chains. This chain is going from shoulder to shoulder here on those two skulls, and then this chain is sort of down, and then behind him it's going to be behind this piece of cape, but then it's also slinging out to the side here and then tucking back around him. You can't do Spawn's cape wrong. You just do whatever you want with it. It's a design element, and in this situation where he's sort of apparating it, it's not a super big deal which parts are making sure that it's actually like cape shaped or a complete piece of fabric, because it's not fabric, it's a magical thing from, you know, the nether realms. So I'll go in with some ink, see if we can tighten this up, and then I'll resolve this sort of area of it once I see what I need to do here. If it looks okay without that, I'm just going to leave this open, have his arm sort of be the compositional element sticking out to the side. If I decide that it really does need, you know, some more of this cape over here, I can always just come in and put in some Spawn cape in the background. But I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing some ink on this. Chains, by the way, are a nightmare, so yay Spawn. And I'm not going to worry too much about detail. I'm working with this is a Pigma Micron 1. It's a brush tip. And I'm really just looking for some movement and gesture. That's really what I'm looking to get out of this, not hyper detail or anything. So these chains are probably going to be chop job. Alright, so that's a pretty loose ink layer of ink on here. Gives you a really good idea of where everything is structurally and compositionally, and I can start bolding some of these lines and adding black areas and some color as well, if I decided to go into it with color. And so I'm gonna do a little bit of that, and then maybe if I've got some time here, we'll add some color. But let's tighten up some of this ink real quick, see how it looks. right, so I'm gonna wrap this one up here and end the video. This has already been like this is basically a half-hour drawing. That's about how much time I've got into this. We sped it up for the video. But I would need to, because of the details and all the complications with all his spikes and chains and stuff, that stuff takes a really long time to render. So I would need to put probably another hour, maybe 2 hours into this to really make it sharp and tight. I may even, if I was actually if this was a commission for someone, if I really wanted to make it shine, I would probably put it on a light box, lay another sheet over it, and then really sharpen up these details, get some of this anatomy more correct. But this is a pretty good quick sketch. I'm gonna finish this up off camera, post it on my Instagram, so make sure you do check us out on Instagram. It'll be posted on Toy Galaxy, at Toy Galaxy is the Instagram account. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. I had fun. That's what this is really all about. Follow Toy Galaxy on Instagram, where we will be giving this finished drawing away when it's a little bit more finished. Make sure you also follow Toy Galaxy Art on Instagram for drawings that I do outside of these videos. You can also purchase or commission drawings there as well. Please subscribe, hit like, and let me know in the comments below who you want me to draw next. We're bringing back some of the losers bracket. So previous losers and votes, we've got Lion-O, we've got Snake Eyes, and we're gonna throw in Batman as well. I wasn't trying to be dramatic about that. He just stuck to the other part of the desk. Anyway, thanks. Later.